this could be a good starting point for you, and then to start your programming journey very early before you start your class for next Monday. So for today, I believe I've received some of this email, especially from girls, from girls especially. They cannot install JDK or I'll come back to you, of course, later on for this. But as a backup plan, we have this every now and then that JDK is not installed properly, especially on Mac machines. So later on, I would like to guide you, of course, personally to install this during our classroom. But for the sake of today's session, because today's session is only comprised of 200 minutes, it's really short, So instead of installing this and then being or struggling with all of these installations, we would like to try some of these online sessions or online Java compilers. So it is not the real Java compiler. It's just an online version of it. So it has sort of probably 30 to 40% of Java capabilities, but not all of them, I would like to say. So that will be my sessions this morning. I would like to hand this over to Dr. Michael later on by just before 10 o'clock. And then Dr. Michael will guide you all over the topics for today. Right, to open these sessions, I would like to pass our topic for today is Java Hello World. So let me pass that to your screen. While doing that, if I'm not sure whether I'm the host already, so Farrell, if you have the host, if you can please assign me as the co-host, please, so for me to be able to.
Oh, sir, you already have the co-host, sir.
I do have the co-host, right? Thank you so much, Farrell. Apologies for that.
Oh yeah. Okay, sir. I already got the host, sir.
I do, right. Thank you. So class, I'm posting this web page, Well, the reason is we are currently using this web page because this web page is one of the web pages that make Java online compilers available to everyone. However, if you don't, you don't really need these online compilers, which is you're very much okay with your NetBeans, so that's fine with that. As long as you're okay with your NetBeans, that you can do all of this exercise on your NetBeans as well. So if you can please click on that particular link, and then it will bring you to sessions of, introductory sessions, I would like to say. Let me share that screen to you. All right, class. In front of you, we have a couple of codes, a couple of line of codes that would like to state your first programming line, your first programming line. So within programming, what is important is you would need to know how to command your computer. So, well, having said that, to command your computers, it is not, like verbally, no, but you would need to type something on a certain media that is accessible from both your computers, your compilers, of course, and then yourself as human being. So this piece of code written on top of your compilers is your meeting point between your computers and then yourself. This is it. You meet here. This is where both sides understand each other. So when you type something here with the computer language, of course, then it will do something for you. All right, before I continue, could someone please raise their hand if they're already, familiar with programming, or if they already installed their JDK. If you can please raise your hand, I would like to check that through our participants. Right, Florencia, thank you so much, Florencia, already. So Florencia, if I can confirm, have you installed your JDK and Netbeans? Other than Florencia, we have Amabel as well. Amabel, well, I know Amabel already capable in doing this. She already built an applications for, merging between astrology and human interactions, I guess, yeah, if I'm mistaken. So I guess Amabel should be all right with that. Other than the two students, does anyone in the house has ever touched programming, or doing a small programming project? All right, waiting for some of you to know. Oh my God! So none of you has ever whatsoever touched programming, except for the two students. Madeline, thank you so much, Madeline. Right, I can't see any other hand. Oh, let me admit one student here. Thank you so much, Madeline, for your confirmations. So yes, class. Without further ado, I would like to explain what happened here. So the first steps when you would like to walk, a couple of decades ago, is it's really shaky here. With as well struggle, a lot of falling down and so on. So however, the first steps usually a very simple one. As well, when you say your first word, such as dada or daddy or mama, it will be a very simple one, very simple one. So I think that's what's going to happen today. It is going to be your first word, first command to your computers that is understandable by both of you, the machines and yourself, which is how to show a simple message on the screen. A very simple message. So to show a very simple message, we would like to say system.out.println. This will be printed. Let me take out my pen and write it down. So this will be your first message, I would like to say. Your first message, system.out.println. This will be your first word or understandable command to your computers. So if you type it differently, other than this one, I'm afraid your computers would like to say, I cannot understand your language. So it has to be with capital S, yes. Yes is yes. Does it has to be in the, do we have to have this dot? The answer is yes. Do we have to have this open bracket? Yes. Do we have to close it with semicolon? The answer is yes. If you ask me questions, sir, why in English, when we would like to say something plural, we have to add s at the end of it? Well, I cannot really answer that. It has been like that, and it has been, you know, the regulations of these language systems for 100 years, maybe even thousands. So likewise, if you ask me, sir, why do we bother to put semicolon at the end of this syntax? Well, I can't really answer that yet. It has been the common understanding. It has been the common regulations in programming for every line of code, especially in Java programming. Yeah? You have to close it with semicolon, dot, and comma. We call this syntax. So syntax is our rules when we would like to say something in programming. Another thing that I would like to convey to you, of course, where to type this system.out.println is will be printed. Where to type it? Well, the answer is very much simple. You would need to type it inside a function named public static void main. So you might ask me, what is a function? We have one full session talking about functions later on. But for now, what we need to bear in mind that this public static void main is your starting point. So if you type, your code up here or down here, as long as it's not error, yeah? And then not typing something inside public static void main, then it will never be executed. So the things that will be executed should be inside this public static void main. Right. So this public static void main will be inside a class of your own name. So usually you would like to name it as your name, but for the sake of this exercise, they name it as main. So this name will be different from students to students later on. So please do not be shocked later on. Sir, I don't have public class main. What happens? I'm having public class Manly, for example, or having public class Nico, for example. So it is because you name your projects inside Netbeans as your name. So if you find funny names here, it must be because it's Java following your project. Right. Without further ado, let's try this. If you don't have yet your Java JDK or Netbeans until now, that's completely all right. We would like to try this on this screen. So if you all can please scroll down. Let me clear my pen, yeah. Right. If you can please scroll down a little bit. And then down there, they have exercise, very simple exercise. If you can please press the button start exercise, yeah. You can please press the button start exercise. It will give you a window, yeah. Right, and everyone can please raise their hand if they can see the code windows. Let me check. So everyone's already with the code windows? Can I please hear confirmations?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. Only one student? What about the rest? Can you see the code windows already? So for some reason, I cannot find my chat box. Oh my God, we have chat box already. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Reinhard. Nico, thank you, Nico. Thank you, Marco, Risky, Pradella, yeah. Thank you so much, Madeline. Micheline, thank you. Ashley, thank you. Canon, Lisa as well, thank you. And then we have Brian and James and Jason as well. Thank you so much, yeah, for your confirmations. So we would like to modify this a little bit, yeah. So before you modify it, you can see here this one mimicking your Java coding environment within Netbean, the real coding environment. So you could see here public class main, yeah, public class main. And then you could see here as well public static void main as our starting point. And then you could see here as well our first command, yeah, our first command to show something on the screen right there, system.out.println. All right, without further ado, if you can please press the run button and then see what happens. So this is exactly what happened in JDK in that case as well. You will be pressing, some run buttons, or if you don't like to press the run button, you can press the F6 on your keyboard. But for now, you can please press the run button and see what happens. If anyone can please confirm to us what happened when you press the run button here. Let me check. Yeah, that's right, that's right. So, excellent. Nico, if you have error, means that you are having syntax error. It means most likely you accidentally delete something. If you can please check bit by bit of your code. Usually you are missing one or two of the letters, yeah? All right, excellent, Nico. Goodbye world. Yeah, so your task at the moment is not to say goodbye world, but to say hello world. If you can please do that. Change the code to say hello world. If you have, if you have done that, please run again your code, and then if you can see the word hello world, please confirm that on your chat box by saying okay, yeah? You're saying okay, then Marco, yeah, Marco, all right. So we would need to change goodbye word, okay, from Annabelle, from okay, from Florencia, yeah? You have that okay? Done from James, okay. Done, okay from Brian. Already from Nico. Lisa, okay. Madeline, okay. Jason, okay. Karen, okay. Karen, done, sorry. And let's wait for Ridwan. Ridwan, are you okay? Ridwan, we haven't heard anything from you. Micheline, okay. Ridwan, okay. Ashley, okay. Patricia, okay. I'll wait for a couple more seconds. Shannon, okay. Marvelous. Excellent, excellent. Right, right. So plus, our next exercise, I would like to extend this a little bit, yeah? So instead of writing only one message on the screen, can you please type two messages on the screen? Hello world, and then underneath hello world, if you can please type your name. My name is Shannon. So let me repeat yet again our mission here. We would like to type two messages on the screen. So first is hello world, and then the second will be my name is Samuel or Shannon or Annabelle or Nico or Jason. Yeah. So if you're okay with that, you can please type okay on the screen, so I could confirm that you're done with your exercise. Ryan, yeah, well, excellent, Ryan. You're posting. Ryan is posting the answers. Yeah, thank you so much, Ryan, for that. Okay, from Annabelle, thank you. Okay, from Fradela, thank you. Karen, thank you so much, Karen. Okay, and Brian as well. Okay, Jason. Okay, why not? Eclipse, okay, no problem at all. Yeah. Marco, okay. Shannon, okay. Nice. Florencia, okay. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, really. No problem at all. Tedious. I need to now to complete the brackets. Yeah, I'm sorry for that, Jason. Okay, sir. Link from Nico. Yeah. James, Dancer, thank you so much, James. Reinhard, thank you. Regine, thank you. All right, I guess I'll give another second, yeah? So within a classroom sessions later on, it is very much important for you to actively involve in these exercises because we have one marks components named class participation. So ask your leaders, yeah, FYP leaders, we have class participation. So class participation is how active are you? Within the classroom situations like this, and then when you ask questions, when you confirm your answers, when you negate, for example, yeah, the theory given to you, we would give you marks for that, because we really appreciate students' opinion, and then this would exercise as well your personality and then your professional attitude right later on, yeah, in your career and your business. All right, so thank you so much for the students who confirmed this. Now, the next exercise is, I would like you to write on your screen, yeah, on your screen, 10 times. I repeat, 10 times. My name is Regine. Oh, my name is Jason. 10 times. I repeat, the next exercise is, we would like to write on the screen messages. My name is, Samuel or Nico or value that is being shown on the screen 10 times, yeah, 10 times. If you have finished with that, you can please say OK on the screen. So I could confirm that you're very much in line with our exercise 10 times. I look forward for Brian's answers, of course. I'm about okay. I'm about no problem at all. Yeah. I'm about are you right? Julian okay. Ecclesia okay. Madeline okay. Yeah. Shannon okay. No problem at all. Yeah. Jason okay. And Fradella okay. 10 rows. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Brian. Thank you so much, Brian. Nice. Nice. There you go. You have the answers from Brian. Yeah. My name is Brian. All right. Okay, that's exactly Raynard. Okay, thank you so much, Raynard. Yeah, regardless from the answer from Brian just now. And Marco, thank you so much, Marco, for your confirmations. Marco, okay. Florencia, okay. And who else? Okay, yeah. Who else? Okay. Let's wait for a couple more seconds. Yeah. So, class, all of this chat is being recorded. All of our sessions is being recorded. So later on, your lectures will go to your group chat and see who's the most active student. You know, Brian, Brian, and we will give you marks. We would like to appreciate your active involvement inside class, yeah, because it is important. It is important for you to be able, you know, to state your opinion. It's important for you to be able to be assertive later on within your life. And not to be timid or to be shy, really, you know, stay in your side. No, we would like you to express yourself. Because as a good business person, as a good professional later on, although you need to be very good in Java or SAP or need to be certified in Salesforce or NetApp later on, however, when you are being certified, when you have all of these skills, how would you contribute without, you know, without expression? So thank you so much. Oh, we have, I'm sorry for that. I think I missed a couple of students. Thank you so much, Ashley. From okay, Jason, okay, James, okay, okay. Nico. All right, Nico. All right. Thank you so much for Nico, James, and Jason. Did I miss someone? Regine, okay as well. Yeah. Karen, okay. Florencia, okay. And Marco, okay. Rainer, okay as well. All right. Now, let me ask you questions. That was 10 times. Yeah? That was 10 times. Could you please imagine how many students in Venus? Anyone, please? Well, maybe to make it a bit, you know, smaller scope. How many students in Venus International? So probably if you have, you know, one program is comprised of 30 to 40 students, and so you time that by 12 programs, there you go, you have it, you have the number already. So let's say if you have 500 students and your system needs to print them all on the screen. Let's try to mimic that situation. Now your task is to print out, my name is Regine, my name is Jason, my name is Madeline, 500 times. Why you want to? Well, it's so crazy. People like to copy and paste for 500 times. Well, of course, yeah, there's things behind this, yeah. 10 times would be all right, Brian, yeah, if you do that way, and you know the rest of the class, of course, should be all right. But if you try to escalate this into a real life situation, Well, most likely your data is more than 10. So for example, if you would like to print out all the names of the students, of course, we would like to access our database later on. But just to mimic that, by printing out the name of the students 500 times, oh my God, we have Jason, yeah? Just do a for loop, yes? Yes, Jason, exactly. Thank you so much for the answers, yeah? So that gives us the opportunity, yeah, to jump into our next topic, yeah? This next topic later on will be delivered by Sir Michael, of course, yeah? Dr. Michael. So in order for you to be able to repeat your system, the other print line, my name is Madeline, or my name is Samuel, or my name is Jason, or Marco, yeah? Then you would need a better way to do that, other than copying and paste. You got it, right? So these structures, we call that repetition structures, looking like this. If you can please see on your right-hand side, you can see hello world, problems and type, conditions, array, and loops. If you can please click on loops, variables and data types will be later on will be explained to you excellently by Dr. Michael. Yeah? But let me jump into some of the important part before I would need to do graduations, of course, after this. So if you can please click on loops and see what happened there. All right, class. Welcome to the real programming structures. So this structures is for you to be able to print out 500 times, even more, even infinity. Number of times of printing out your name on the screen. Well, of course, that's a bit meaningless for now, yeah. But that's, let's try to mimic that situations, real life situations for your first steps here. So the loops is there for you as the facility to repeatedly execute certain code to how many times? To certain amount of times. So we have counters inside this loop structures we call for. Our first repetition structures is for. You can see here we have a counters named I, and then this I will be given as stopping conditions. As long as these conditions satisfy I more than 3, then your repetitions will be keep executing. So in your case, you would need to start from 0 maybe, or from 1, yeah, doesn't really matter. So start your counters from 1, and then please change this one to 500, of course. What is I++? I++ means you would like to increase from 0 until 500, one step every time. So that means I++. So without further ado, yeah, let's try this. Let's try this for loop, yeah. So if you can please go back to your hello world. Or probably you would like to go down, yeah? You have some code down there. I don't know whether it will give you. If you can please go back to hello world, and then, well, you still remember, yeah, your past exercise on hello world, and then how you did printed out your names of course 10 times, yeah, 10 times. Now let's print out something 500 times, yeah, 500 times. All right, so within your code, you still remember our code, well, it looks maybe like this, yeah? So within our code, if you can please type something like this, you would need to bracket your system.out.println, your name, for example, yeah? So let me type. You would need to bracket this system.out.println inside the for loop repetitions. So let me type that for you. You'll be able to type that later on. Equals to 0. I'll put some space in between for you to be able to recognize what's needed inside there. Yep. Well, there you go, guys. I don't know for what reason they keep changing my I into a capital I, but I'm using it consistently there. So if you can please type that structures for integer I, starting from 0 until it's a bit less than 500, yeah? Then I plus plus. And then if you can please press the run button, yeah? So I would like to see confirmation from students whether they can see 500 times of their names, yeah? All right, let me see. We have an okay from Julian. Thank you so much, Julian, excellent. We have an okay from Ecclesia. An okay from Florencia, yeah? Thank you so much. Excellent, excellent. An okay from Brian, of course. 500 times of my name is Brian. An okay from Amabel. 500 times of my name is Amabel. 500 times of my name is Reynard as well. Thank you so much, Reynard. All right, class. Well, I would like to say thank you for your kind attention. Yeah. If I ask you whether, from this exercise, whether programming is difficult, well, you can answer that, of course, by yourself. Yeah. It is not difficult, of course. Well, yes, of course, I would like to buy, Brian or Ryan just now saying it's a bit tedious. Yeah, you have to put, curly brackets every now and then. But if, telling it is difficult, of course, it is not. Yeah. Without further ado, yeah, I would like to give this opportunity for Dr. Michael to continue our session for today. And then later on, I will be coming back to the classroom, of course, to join you on the second session, of course, yeah, after the graduation ceremony. By now, yeah. Well, thank you so much for your attention. Without further ado, I would like to pass the stage to Dr. Michael. Dr. Michael, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam. It's really great the explanation about Java programming. let me continue with several basic principles of Java programming. Freshman, could you confirm? I think it was asked by Sir Sam before. However, could you confirm whether you have succeeded with the Netbean installation? Could you write down in your chat room? Yes. Okay, that's good. Jason, who else? Okay, there are many. May I ask you who do not succeed with the installation? Yeah, Eclipse also fine actually. Eclipse is a powerful IDE for Java as well. Yes, Jason, GTK 14 doesn't work for your Netbean, and yeah, this is somehow there are some issue with the version, yeah, GTK and Netbean. That's why I provide you only one file for installation, which is all together GTK and Netbean in one file. The information was in the top. Later, you can install it as well if you wish. Together with the session yesterday, I give you a link. Okay, any, yes. Okay, you are still downloading. Okay, good. Yes, there are many options. Yeah, you can use Sublime, Eclipse, but for us, it's preferable to have a Netbean because in the following session, also in the class, in the first semester, we will use Netbean. But if you feel familiar, you can manage and you can think writing the codes in Eclipse as well. It's also good, yeah. As long as you don't confuse. You cannot open the link, or you cannot open. Okay. Okay, it's not available for Mac. Yes. Let me show you the link where you can find the macOS version as well. Just a moment. Okay, this is the link here where you can get Netbean, Java Netbean, and also GTK together in one file. Yeah, I give you a link already in the oracle.com, and inside there are many platforms. You can install GTK and Netbean for macOS, Windows, or Linux. It's not, you don't need to change. If you use the macOS, you can keep using macOS. You just install Netbean and GTK for macOS. Yeah, there is a good question, Brian, about Python. You will learn in the third semester about writing and coding Python for data science, but not in the first semester or in the second semester. We use Jupyter, part of Anaconda. This is a IDE for Python, yeah, for data science. But also there is a powerful IDE like PyCharm. You can use PyCharm as well. Okay, there are some students, just a few, is still downloading. So let's start with the small presentations. Let me share my screen. All right. So let's see first about Netbean. Let me small. So Netbean is a IDE, integrated development environment. This is an easy application when you are writing a code. So let's see the story, just to give you some inspiration. Maybe in the future, well, not in the future, maybe in the coming semester, in the next 2 years, you can do the same thing like those students. So Netbean was was initiated, yeah, in 1996, and it was conducted by final year student projects. Student from Charles University of Technology in Prague, in the Czech Republic. They want to create the IDE for Java programming that looks similar like Delphi. In that time, Delphi is really famous because the IDE is really good. Delphi is a Windows version already, and the programming language inside is a Pascal, yeah? Pascal. And Pascal is procedural language, but also object-oriented language. It's called Object Pascal. Okay, and finally, there is an entrepreneur bought this company, and it's really successful. And this is the founder. And from the entrepreneur, yeah, the Sun Microsystem, in that time it was a large company, bought this IDE, Netbean. So this is really valuable in case you have an idea in the future regarding developing or leveraging the information technology for your business. Okay, let's see about Netbean IDE. What is supported by Netbean? There are several languages. You can write C, C++, Java, G2EE. G2EE is has been replaced by Java EE since 2018, and J2ME as well. It's become Java ME now. And this is Java EE is for web development mostly. And ME is a really light Java version for mobile development. You can write as well PHP. PHP is a server-side scripting for web development. You can write a JavaScript, CSS, and so forth. Yeah. And we have also the swing later in the afternoon session. I hope you have an opportunity to provide you some introduction to graphical user interface in Java using Swing. Previously, it was AWT, but now it's improved with the Swing framework. And you can create an API. Right now, it's booming with the microservices using Spring Boot. Yeah, you can learn deeper into the Java programming. And the nice thing is that Java is cross-platform. You can write the code once, and you can run in any platform. Okay, so there are several top API. This is the comparison between Eclipse and Netbeans. You can understand better if you want to try with Eclipse. What are the differences between Netbeans and Eclipse? Let's see a bit. This is a bit outdated version of Netbeans, but the appearance looks similar. Yeah? So you have on the left side is a project Windows. You can click File and New Project. All the file will be look like a directory in the Windows Explorer. So you have a folder for source packages. You have important file, library, and so forth. And in the second Windows on the left side, there is a Navigator Windows. If there is a component that you have for, this is for tag, yeah, for JavaScript, but if you have Java Swing, maybe there is a component for button, for text field, it will be shown here. And also for classes, it will be shown here. In the middle, you have editor window. The editor window will be the complete code, yeah? There are some good facility for IDE, most IDE has it, but for a Netbeans, there is a autocomplete, yeah. There is a, I think, message from Brian, I think, or other freshman about a bracket, yeah. It's still maybe not so advanced. Maybe in Sublime, you have an auto bracket, but for Netbeans, you can have an autocomplete based on built-in function or statement or syntax that is known by Java. And on the right side here, if you use Java Swing, you have a palette window, and also you can change the properties. And the last but not least, on the below, in the bottom, this is the output window, where you can compile the code in the middle, and you see it in the output window. If you develop a bit of a really conventional method, yeah, without IDE, you can write in Notepad even. but you can save it as a .java, and then you can compile it using Java here, and space with the Java file, and it will compile into a bytecode. So not directly executable file. In Java, it's there is a Java virtual machine. So all bytecode can be run on the top of JVM, Java Virtual Machine. All right, this is an introduction. Let's see. This is several applications that can be developed under Netbeans. You can see it's already advanced with a map, yeah. And this is a tactical graphical information systems. And this is the symmetry comparisons, yeah. So there are many applications also for flat design maybe here, and also for vulnerability estimation. Okay, there are many applications that you can develop. So more or less you can understand what can be done using Java and also Netbeans. All right, let's see the example again that have been explained by Sir Sam. Let me go back. Sorry, I need to move to 101. Can you see my screen, yeah? I think, let me check the, let me stop for sure. Yes, there is a comment here about videos, Visual Studio Code. It's really good here with autocomplete, Jason. Yes, you can try, yeah. But in some cases, you need to be able to translate later. I think if you have got familiar with the Visual Studio Code, then you know how to translate from Netbeans that we try to explain to you, and you can write directly in Visual Studio Code. If it is okay, yes, I think it's not really a matter if you have a hard-coded, yeah. But in case you need the library, in case you need to develop your GUI, graphical user interface, maybe it has some differences. But if it is hard code, just create a class, create an object. It would be the same, just copy and paste. All right. So let's see the example, yeah, from the website. So this is the introduction to Java. Sorry, I need to make it. Again, this is about Hello World. You have understood. We need to compile the Java like this, yeah, using command Java. You go to command prompt, yeah. You can write like this. It's rather manual. If you don't use IDE like Eclipse or Netbeans, and then you can run the Hello World, yeah. Simply type Java space and hello world. And this is example to give a command line argument. You have a print out hi, and then argument is 0, start from 0. And then you can type how are you. So so in the middle, it needs user input. Okay, this is an operation with multiplication, summation, yeah, division, and remainder. Remainder is percentage. It's a arithmetic operation. In any programming languages could be the same, similar like this. So this is the how you can determine, define or declare the variable A, B, C, yeah, and then you can print out the results. We will try very quick later about how to define the variables. Okay, okay, this is a bit advanced. Let's start from the small example. Yeah, let me share. I think few of you were downloading the Netbean. I hope now you have finished with the installation. Let me share again all the screen. Okay. So let's start with the Netbean. Yeah. Could you run your Netbean and create a new project? Let me make it big. Yeah. Could you create a new project? Category Java, and project is Java application, and you click next. Yeah. And then you can click browse. Where do you want to store your application? In my case, in folder FP 2020. Yes? Any questions? And then you can rename the project. Yeah. For instance, learn Java 2. Yeah. In here, in the below, there is a create main class learn Java 2 dot learn Java 2. It will be created. It will create the class and also the main methods for learn Java 2. You simply click finish. In this case, leave it as is. Yeah. So on the left side, you see there is one folder, one project, learn Java 2. And it will be automatically give you the skeleton of your code like this. So you have a package, learn Java 2. And as I mentioned before, there is a class with the name learn Java 2. And make sure in Java, it is case sensitive. So you have a big letter and small letter will be different meaning. Yeah, different kind of variable, different kind of class, different kind of method names. Okay. So what you tried before with the search sign, it was in the main program. Yeah. So in here, to do code application logic here. So you can type system, yeah, before, to make it easy without any writing error or typo, you can use autocomplete. Yeah, you just write sys, for example, and then press Control and space. Control, hold it, yeah, hold the control button and space. You see there are several options here. Yeah, you can click the first one, it's fine. Yeah, but this is error, it's not right. Let me write again. The third one, it would be okay. Yeah, system out println in the bracket, and then you type hello world. Yeah, so it should be easy for you without typing long word, long characters like this. And then how you compile this is simply click play button on the top, or you can press F6. There is a tip here. If you move your cursor on the top, you can click this one. It will give the output hello world in the bottom. Yeah. So this is how it works mainly with the Netbean. Do you have any questions? Please ask. Yes. Let me see some question here. Can you manage with the Netbean and writing hello world? You just say okay in the chat room. For time being, Jason, we use a Java application, not to have a complicated one in this stage. Yeah. Can you manage, or do you have any obstacle? Please state it in the chat room. I can repeat the explanation about Java programming and also the exercise here. Okay, can you manage the others also? Jason,
Sorry,
Nico? Yes.
sorry, sir. Can you repeat? Wait. Um.
Yes. Repeat which one? From the beginning, Nico. When we create the which one? The project file?
Yeah. Like the file, new project, and then
Okay.
etc.
Okay.
I still ketinggalan, sir. Sorry.
Yeah, sure, Nico. Okay. Also for the others, if you miss some part, open your Netbean, yeah, and then click File, New Projects, yeah. Click
Okay,
File,
sir.
New Projects, and then you select Java and Java application.
Okay.
So we don't use yet the other option here, yeah, Java FX, Muffin, and Netbean module. Let's use the Java application first, and then click Next. Yeah, in the bottom there is Next button, and simply you browse, yeah, to know exactly where is the location of your project. In my case, I choose FYP 2020, one folder. You can create your own, or you have your own document for uh, inside your computer. Yeah?
Sir, sorry, but mine is like finding feature. In order to use this functionality, support for Java SE must be activated. Uh,
Java, uh, Java FX to be activated or Java?
Support for Java SE must be activated.
Oh, I think because you just install Netbean, but GDK is not installed in your computer yet. So in the link that I give you, it's already both, yeah, Netbean and GTK all together. So you don't worry about installation GTK separately. Let me copy again. I think in here, this is both for GDK and Netbean all together, because in several Netbean and also GTK, they are not compatible in some version. This is happen always for the students when they install Netbean and GTK. Okay, so you can type learn Java 3, yeah. Make sure you browse in the right folder and then click finish. It will create additional project, yeah, with the skeleton of the program. Also for GTK, Nico, it's already installed in your computer, GTK,
I think yeah.
and do you, maybe it's not compatible in terms of version between your GTK and Netbean.
Oh, maybe sir. Oh, I'm confused, but it's okay. It's okay.
Uh, the easy one is just click the link that I give you. Yeah. Do you use a Windows system or Mac OS system?
I use Windows, sir.
Windows, yeah. So you just click installation Netbean together with the GTK in that link. I will show you the link anyway. So this is the link. Just click the link that I give you in the chat room, and there are several options here. Yeah, you click accept license agreement first, and then you can download. This is
Oh,
for 64-bit Windows 64. Yeah, and
okay,
for
sir.
32, you need to download this. So Netbean 8.2, yeah,
Okay,
with
okay.
GTK 8U1111. Yeah. If you use Linux, you can click Linux. If you use Mac OS, you can click Mac OS. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we have a bit of running of time. Let's have a look directly to Netbean and type several character that you have here. Let me go to the exercise. Yeah. This is what the source I'm referring about the uh, hello world. And you need to click next tutorial, yeah? Variable and type. I share the link in chat room, just open it. So we have several data type, yeah? We have a byte. It it needs only 1 byte in the memory. Short, it needs 2 bytes. And integer 4 bytes. Long, if you need a long integer, It takes 8 bytes of memory. For float, you can store float number. So if you have a fraction 4.5, 5.5, for example, or you need to have a long real number, you can use a double. It takes 8 bytes. Yeah. For the string, not string, but the character, yeah, only single character you can store as a data type char. It's only 2 bytes, yeah, and Boolean is only 1 byte. Boolean contain true and false. You can make declaration like this, yeah. Integer, its data type is integer, and your variable name, my number. And you can make assignment like this in the following line. My number is equal to 5. Yeah. Previously, you defined the variable my number should be integer. Yeah. Or you can combine like this. It has both declaration for data type and variable, but also you directly assign a value for my number variable here. So you define my number as the integer, and you directly assign as the value of 5 here. The same thing for double, like this, and float. Yeah. Float, you need the casting like this, or you type 4.5f. Yeah. This is assignment, how to assign the value float in Java programming. And specific for string, for character, yeah, you need to have a single quotation like this. Character C is equal to single quotation G, for example. And for string, you can type with quotation, yeah. But string is with the big S, yeah. Big S, string, and this is the variable, name of the variable, equal to new, because this is an object string, and then you have the bracket and put the quotation, what is the string that you want to store in this variable. And you can create another variable, yeah, S2, and then you can combine or concatenate the two string, yeah, into single string S3. This is an example when you concatenate between two different data types. Yeah, you have a string and integer. You simply have a quotation I have here plus, and this is a variable of number and cookies. Yeah, and don't forget to put every line with the semicolon. Please remember that if you miss this one, there will be a warning. Warning from Netbean, because Netbean has a smart facility for checking your code. And this is a simple declaration for Boolean. Yeah? Just Boolean, B is equal to false or true. Yeah. Okay, let's do the exercise, a bit of declarations in your projects. You can type, yeah. You can open your your browser side by side like this. Just copy or paste, or you can write down. It's better you write manually, but check on the right side, yeah, how to declare. So you put my number here, yeah, you type integer, maybe integer, my number 1, yeah, is equal to 10, semicolon, yeah. Please do something like this. Just type for your exercises and try to understand what is the instructions line by line. So just in case you can imagine, if you have already really big applications, the codes can be thousands, 10,000s, maybe 100,000 line. You don't know the variable that you created before. Yeah, you simply basically, for example, system, yeah, control space. You select this one. I want to write A, for example. For instance, the S, for instance, we have 3 options, but we don't know about S1, S2, S3. Yeah, you need to press Control and space. We have a list already, S1, S2, S3, and so forth. If you put a remark beside your declaration, there will be additional information here. So S1 is used for something, yeah. So let's put S2, and in my case, I just press F6, or you click the play here, play button. We can see the output in the below, yeah. So until this stage, yeah, until this part, could you confirm me via chat room whether you have done this or not? Yes. Yes, Jason. How to print out the variable is simply use the system out print learn or system out print. Print learn means when you print the next printing, yeah, print the text or integer, it will print it in the new line. Print learn, yeah. If it is print, it will be print in the next space. Yes, we can write the ASCII code as well. If you have a particular ASCII code, you can write down with the char. Okay, Julian. Have you tried my my link all together with the Netbean in this link? Which system are you using now? macOS or Windows? Okay, macOS, you click macOS, yeah? Okay. Okay, let me check the link. Okay, I'm afraid there are some differences here. Is Java Standard Edition 14, yeah? If you use Netbean 8.2, maybe it's not compatible, especially for macOS. It's really have some issue, yeah? Student had some issues with the installation, mostly when they use macOS. If you try first with this, I think it will work, but please check as well in the forum. Maybe there is an update between Netbean 8.2 and GTK at U111 here. I don't really remember the version. I think version 10. Yeah, that have compatible with the Netbean 8.2 for macOS. Yeah? Let me see the figure from Jason. Yes, I think my message would be the same. I'm sorry that I think it's better, or you have done with this just one file and install based on this one file, because for this case they have checked the compatibility between Netbean and GTK. What you can do for time being now, try to uninstall GTK and Netbean and download this file for macOS, only one file, and install it. This is a different version for Java SE. Yeah? Yes, I understand that. We have a newer version of Netbean, even it is already under development for managed by Apache. They call, I don't know, Apache Beans or something. And please don't use that. I mean, for time being, you use the compatible one. This is some issue somehow. So because of compatibility, maybe there are some trials still, whether 11, Netbean 11 will be compatible with GTK 8 or other GTK version. It should be checked, and from Windows system can be different with the macOS system. And the easy way is simply download from this site. And we use 8.1, 8.2, sorry. And we have Netbean and also GDK in our computer laboratory in room 609 FX campus. And you have Netbean 8.2, the same like this. Okay. Because some of you haven't done this part, maybe because in the second session, you need to create the Java swing, yeah? You need a Netbean. But we have a limited time. Let me finalize some important part from the variable, yeah? This is variable. And then you have a control loop with conditional, yeah? You can have if, yeah? If the condition in the bracket is right, then will be executed. So integer a is equal to 4. And you have a condition like this with if. You can evaluate whether the condition variable a is equal to 4. Yeah. For conditional, you need double equal like this. Yeah. This is comparison between variable a, yeah, the content of variable a, whether it is exactly 4 or not. If 4, then this command will be executed. Okay, Micheline, I open your file. Yes, do you have any concern about this, Micheline? Are you trying to install, yeah, in macOS? Is it correct? You can make it as default for the first time, yeah? I think you need to show the console. In this case of, but the console is for command line. You can hide it for time being because a lot of code will be appear in your screen. Okay, just make it default. And can you run it for Netbean? All right. Please ask further, yeah. Make sure you can run your Netbean with the GTK included there. That means if it works properly, that means you can compile. Because Netbean is IDE, when you compile, Netbean needs GTK for compilation. Just to give you better information, yeah, this is a conditional if then rule, and also you can create the else condition. Just in case A and B is not equal, you can put else. And what would be the statement inside else here? Yeah, this is another example, yeah, with the print learn. And you have another example with the string. Okay. I think for the last exercise, let's see the exercise here in the conditional. You can run, yeah. Okay. So basically in here, if B1 and B2 and B3, yeah, so you have this condition, that means B1 should be true. You have A and B to be compared, whether it is the same. And also this comment is possible using dot equals or not C dot equals A. Yeah. And then if all the condition B2, B3 are true, then the success notification will appear like this. Okay, so this is the first conditional statement, control flow. You may have a repeated iteration, yeah. It's already mentioned in the example by Sir Sam with the for loop. Okay, I think I have take more time, around more than 10 minutes. Any questions? We can later we can continue at 1 o'clock. By time being, I think you can download the Netbean if you have some problems still. Any questions, please? All right, if not, then let's stop this session first, yeah? And we will continue at 1 o'clock. I need to give the floor back to our moderator, our freshman leader, please, Farrell, Rex, Hanwin. Thank you so much.
Sir. Before, sir, the schedule is not 1 p.m. It's supposed to be 11.
It's supposed to be 11 p.m., sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
11
sir.
p.m.
Yes.
Yeah.
That-
We should be done by 12:40, sir.
Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
This session should have ended at 10:40 and continue again
10:40.
in 11.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for this information.
All right.
All right. Yes. 11
Okay.
p.m. You may take a break, yeah, for 10 minutes, I think,
Okay.
I
or
think
15
we should
minutes
be
is fine.
having like 15 or 20 minutes there because we've like passed through like 15 minutes.
Nih harusnya sekarang udah break cuma gurunya masih jelasin.
Yeah. I'm sorry for that. Please take, how many minutes do you want to have some break?
I think just give them like 15 to 20.
Like
15
15
20
minutes,
is fine.
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to
Probably
20
we're
minutes.
gonna be back at
Yes. Okay, let's start at 11:15, yeah.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.